Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here, and welcome to Mornings with 60 and Me. Today is July 27th. It is a Wednesday. I hope that you're doing well and that you've got something great planned for the day. I'd love to know what you're up to, by the way. What's happening in your day today? Tell us something about your plans. You know, we talk about the world news every day and what's going on in other people's worlds, but what's happening in yours? Really would be interested. At any time during this conversation, by the way, feel free to leave comments or thoughts about what's going on in your world, and also make suggestions about articles that you'd like us to cover. So I'm here with my morning tea. This morning I've got some interesting tea. I'll tell you the story. Yesterday I went to Luzern, which is a town near me, and I found a really cool little tea shop. And I went in, and they have this on the menu that you can do like a series of green teas or black teas, and I chose green tea. And they gave a sample of Japanese, Chinese, and Taiwanese green tea. And the one I chose, I loved the best, was the one from Taiwan. And I actually bought some. Oops, this way. And it's really good. It's got a kind of a floral taste. It's very, very unique. So my tea this morning is Taiwanese from the Wenshan region. And I'd love to know what your tea is. Tell me what your tea you love, and I can try it for you too. So that's my morning tea, and just a reminder that we're here for each other. If you want to get these news stories first, you can go to 60andme.com/mornings and be the first to get the news bulletins. And so let's get started. I'll bring you up to speed on what's going on in the world. So the first story is unfortunately a sad one, and it's from France again. As if they have not had enough challenge in the last few weeks, there was another attack yesterday in a part of France called Normandy, in the north of France, and a priest in his church, he was performing mass, was killed by two attackers who broke into the church, took several hostages, and killed him. He was 84 years old, and his name was Father Jacques Hamel. He, as I said, was just performing mass when these intruders broke in. The nun who escaped was able to alert the police, so they were waiting for them outside when they left the church, and they were killed. So the shooters are dead, or the killers are dead, but the whole country and town is just in shock. The Pope has been informed, of course, and he is, it's a horrible situation for the church to be dealing with. Francois Hollande, the president of France, has been speaking about how he plans to get together with people today to try to understand what happened, his government officials. In fact, one of the attackers was actually being monitored by the police. He had been in jail and was wearing a surveillance tag on his foot, but it had been turned off. So, it just goes to show that it seems like you have to be everywhere these days to anticipate these situations, but there's a lot of work to be done. And of course, in Germany, Angela Merkel, is also dealing with the situation, having had several attacks in the last few days. And, she took a big political step a year ago in letting a lot of migrants and refugees into her country. And now, of course, there's a lot of discussion about how to do maybe a better job of integrating into society and, really trying to create a more harmonious and unified society. Very, very sad situation. The interior minister in Germany said something, I think, very powerful. He said, we need to be more vigilant, but we cannot live in fear. And it's the same message that the French newspapers are broadcasting this morning, which is ne rien céder, which means never give in. And I think as older women who have been through decades of war and challenges and differences of opinion, we have something we can add, in our conversations, in our actions, to try to help bring some unity and some positivity to these very, very sad situations. We cannot give up, and we have to stand together. Another related story that I wanted to share was Prince Harry, who in the UK has recently started talking out about his mother's death, Princess Diana. He was only 12 years old when she was killed in that car accident in Paris, and he has now spoken about his own, challenges. He was at an event sponsored by a mental health charity called Heads Together in the UK, and he was talking about, the need to get mental illness into the public arena and just to help people deal with situations that are stressful for them. And it made me think that, perhaps mental health professionals have a very, very big role to play in what's going on in the world right now. There are so many people stressed and struggling, and perhaps they can help give some perspective, along with the communities who just can, reach out to each other and be loving and supportive of one another. I know it's not that simple. I know that this is a very complex world we live in, but it seems like understanding people's motivations and their fears and anger is somewhere to start. In the United States, big news, of course, is that Hillary Clinton has secured the Democratic nomination for president officially. She is the first woman to be officially nominated by a major party for this position. And so big step forward, whatever your party affiliation, whatever your beliefs. Her husband, Bill Clinton, spoke on for her yesterday and told the audience about Hillary, the person, the woman, the mother, and how he met her, how they raised their daughter, the personal side, being a grandparent, and how he feels she is a dramatic and positive force for change. And this is the message that resonated very well with the audience. And now, whichever political position you take, it's a different world. It's a new world. We're 60-year-old women who have seen a lot of change in the political arena, and this is definitely a milestone, in my opinion. So, well done, Hillary. Let's get on with it. The next step is for the American people to decide. Now, a quick note from yesterday. Yesterday was Helen Mirren's birthday. The actress Helen Mirren, 71 years old yesterday. Okay, I wrote on several social media platforms, if that's 71, sign me up. And I meant it. She is such an example of a woman living in her 70s now with style and grace and, and just personality. She just is who she is. And I think that's what we admire in her so much. She's real. She's just real. So, the ad the Facebook post we scheduled yesterday received hundreds of comments and thousands of views. And, it was really heartwarming to see the positivity coming out of the community. And I picked a couple of quotes from Helen Mirren that I just think inspired me. Hopefully it will inspire you. She said, "The weird thing about getting older is that you get more comfortable in yourself, even as time is giving you less reason for it. Now, when you're young and beautiful, you're sometimes paranoid and miserable. I think one of the greatest advantages of getting older is you start to let go of certain things." And that's Helen Mirren speaking. And then she also said this, which is pretty cool. She said, "Your 40s are good, your 50s are great, your 60s are fab, and your 70s are flipping awesome." But she didn't say flipping because she has quite an expressive way of talking. But yeah, she's great. I mean, it's the time when you let go of things and you live life on your terms, the way that you want. So Helen Mirren today is my hero. I think she's great, and she lives with style and passion and personality, which I adore. So I have one quick thing. I wanted to tell you that the person who won the little bag yesterday, I got her name written down. Sorry about this. My little Bali bag, which I really is sweet. I asked you yesterday to leave a comment in the sections below, and Paulette Lagie. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, Paulette. Apologies. But anyway, you are the winner of this little bag. So I'll actually get in touch with you, or if you're watching now, you can just send me your details to margaret@60andme.com, and I'll pop this in the post for you. That's my Bali bag. I have another one to give away later in the week, so stay tuned. But anyway, in closing, I would like to ask you a question. And my question's inspired by Helen Mirren. And it's very simple. It is just simply, for example, yesterday people called her sexy, sensual, strong, spirited, talented, lovely, strong. And I just wondered if you could tell me what are 3 adjectives that you would use to describe yourself. That's my question for today. What 3 adjectives would you use to describe yourself? Okay, so I hope you have a really great day, everyone. A quick reminder to go up to 60andme.com/mornings and sign up for these news bulletins first. And be sure to leave your answer below to the question, what are the 3 adjectives that you would use to describe yourself? Have a fabulous day. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you again tomorrow for Mornings with 60 and Me. Thanks, everyone.